right. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Ooh, Josephine Johnny. Uh, so I would like to welcome everybody to the end show. What? What's this? You wonderful, lovely people, all you amazing people. I hope that your evening is going well. Tonight, we are going to have a conversation that I think that I feel like it'll be should be a one-sided conversation. But again, we live in a world where you just don't know because I tell y'all all the time that certain people, certain groups of people just disagree. They view things differently. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of different angles, a couple of different things. I'll provide some video context because y'all say I make shit up. So this way y'all have proof of what I'm saying. Okay. Excuse me. So with that being said, make sure the damn camera, I don't know why it's been acting crazy. For whatever reason. Act real crazy. Let's see what we got joining us this evening, and then let's get into some good conversation while I try to fix this. All right. Jabari, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's talk about it. How are you doing this evening, ma'am? The lovely Miss Sarah Lou, how are you? BA from the BMT, what's the motherfucking deal? Always good to see you. And let's see. So tonight we're talking about Jasmine Moss. Right. I said I'm gonna get back to the news conversation. I'm gonna get back to talking about what's going on in the world, this world of ours, right? And Jasmine Moss is, I won't say a particularly interesting story, but it's a story that we're going to discuss because it's somewhat unique, right? There we go. Okay. And I said I was going to say I ain't had time to shave these little rat fuzz on my face. You know, y'all saw I remember I had a purple shirt on earlier, right? I had a purple shirt on and I lost it. Which TikTok? Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know what we having in the world, right? I'm trying to get hip, but we're getting back to the news and things. We'll get back to having good conversation. Everything will get back in order. So let me do this. Make sure that's off. Um, while I pull up this image, make sure I hit that like button. Make sure y'all, if you're new to this, make sure you subscribe. Um, but I want a different background. Let me fix my back. Live, baby. This is y'all got a part I did. See the redness in my eyes. At the moment, I got a ball. I don't even know why I got that motherfucker. But I can't even fuck it. That bitch be hitting me in the fucking chest, bro. Um, let me try to cave my shit in. Well, like I said, so we're gonna get into it. So anyway, Jazz Moss is about 30 years old. I'm gonna pull up a couple of little news stories. I got some media to share with you guys. Um, and we're gonna dive into the whole thing. We're gonna do a little in-depth discussion, if you will. So let's do this. Let's get over here. Okay. A little bit of in-depth discussion. And let's do this thing right here first. Hold on. What's happening with this? I need Okay. So I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to look at a couple of news articles, show you some of these here so you can. Do you see what I see? Same. Dilly down. So first, get it that. Tabs. Set up OP screen. How you guys doing? And this is what up here. Liggity. And see this thing. See. Hopefully that you can see that clearly. Like I said, we just do it live. That's how we rock. Start with this one actually, right? Well, kind of from the same thing. So anyway, Memphis, Tennessee, woman accused of posting her child waxing nude women on social media has been arrested and charged, according to Memphis police. Jasmine Moss, 30. This is a 30-year-old woman. It's not a child, right? People say, well, they're young, they don't know, they have no idea. I believe Miss Moss has 4 children, from what I've seen in the pictures, matching pajamas for Christmas. No daddy in any of the matching pajama photos. Not to be surprised. Right. And I know he's Hunter. He said, Hunter, you said you're not going to be bashed. You said you weren't going to be targeting women to bash. I'm not going out of my way to bash. I'm not going to have streams anymore where I'm bashing specifically on certain groups. But if a particular member of certain groups falls in line with the story, then I'm going to discuss it. Okay. So I'm not going to be picking particular stories just to do that, just to target certain groups. But again, if a story comes across my feed that I feel like must be discussed and pertains to certain groups, then that's what we're going to do. Happy birthday. No, I thought that's not Delta. That's Dita Gamma. I thought Dita Gamma was in there. Let me see. Misty. Glad you could join us this evening. The lovely Miss K Grace. How are you doing this evening? Delta Echo Golf Roger Charlie Apple. Whatever. Yeah. Glad you could join us this evening. And if I missed you, I ain't dish you, I promise, right? But so anyway, we're gonna get into it. So this is Miss Moss. I tell y'all stuff. I tell y'all things. I've been saying around here for years. You say I'm prejudiced. You say I'm biased. I just see things like if this was the jungle, right? If we didn't live in a civilized society and you have to look out for which plants are bad and which animals are bad, what is it, red and yellow kill a fella type shit going on. All I'm telling you is how to watch out for signs in the urban jungle. That's all I'm trying to tell you how to do. I want you to protect yourself. I want you to be safe, fellas, ladies, everybody. I want everybody to be safe. Um, and you're right. You're right. You're right, Miss Grace. Probably another sorry nigga not taking care of his kids. But for some reason, her intuition must be off because she picked up to possibly 4 of them. Good grief. She needs to get her woman's intuition recalibrated, right? 12. Lovely 12. How are you going? Good to see you. TD, what's the motherfucking deal? Good to see you. Yeah, and that's the thing. So people get mad because I'm just being honest. Like, look, there are red flags that you should see about me. I am a walking, talking red. I'm a terrible person. I'm the worst person on this planet. Right? You should avoid me at all costs. Ask anybody who knows. They say he's a horrible person. He definitely does not return phone calls, and yeah, stuff like that. But eventually, I do. It's just a time delay on those things. Yeah, grief. What the fuck? Why is it going crazy? Oh, hold on. I'm telling you, when I change degree, like, because it's been off and on cold, like it'll be cold at night and hot during the day, and it's like got me fucked up. So now I be in the house when it's warm, I'm good. My nose is not, but like I get into a cooler trip, I start getting stuffed up, and now it's just doing some other stuff, and I don't like taking too much crazy medicine, right? Anyway, get back to Miss Moss. So on February 15th, Memphis police received several complaints regarding a post on social media involving a young girl. The photos are on TMZ. I have some more blurred out ones. One of the ones I used that was kind of more blurred out, partially shown on the thumbnail. But I mean, it's pretty much if you've ever gone and got waxed, I'm pretty much it's what you would think of a waxer, an esthetician. I don't see that in the Webster dictionary, but it's pretty much what you would expect them to be doing. But a child should probably be wearing Oshkosh Bagosh is in their place. Um, so I'm just kind of skim through it, right? And it says, one of the real girls said who describes anything applying hot wax to the private area of an adult. So the account that posted the image was used by Moss to advertise her hair removal business. I have that picture, a couple pictures I'm sharing with y'all on that. Police believe the business is operated out of her home. Remember I told y'all about women who were going to hotels and getting silicone from Home Depot injected into their ass by transgender people. Remember I told y'all these stories? Remember I told y'all about a lot of these women, especially women who can't necessarily afford certain things, going and get the MBLs instead of BBLs. They're going down to Mexico, getting on them tables, and ended up missing a few organs if they make it back home because they're going to these cheap clinics with no name, no kind of history, no nothing, just because they got a 2-for-1 deal on a on a BBL in a 360 lipo. So remember I tell y'all all these things, right? About people do things because they want to compete with other people and look a certain way and be able to brag and say. There's people who go in and they're telling people, they go, oh, yeah, I just got waxed today, and some of these bitches in the men got waxed and went home to their man and whoever else, and did not tell them who waxed. But yeah, they just got a wax because if they would have told any sensible nigga who, if they would slap the shit out of him and told me I need to report that motherfucker, like that doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, and I'm trying to be civil about these things for several particular reasons, right? But there's no. it, I'm gonna say this. I understand what she was attempting to do, but it's not just. It doesn't make any sense. Like I understand what she was attempting to do. Do I think she was doing it in good faith? I can't answer that. Look. I mean, because again, all the factors I tell y'all about, all the red flags I tell y'all about, most of them are prevalent there. You can see it. I mean, the things I tell you, I don't say the shit just to dog people. I'm not that kind of person. I tell them to be a much more positive person. Anyway, MPD, DCS. I'm gonna run y'all 3 articles, and I'm gonna show y'all some videos. I'm gonna show y'all some. I'm gonna show y'all some videos. I'm gonna show y'all some photos, and we're gonna have this discussion. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna open up the line. You know, we'll do the 10-minute rule tonight, and we'll open up the line, and we're gonna talk about it because I know somebody's going to try to justify it. I know somebody's going to validate it. I know somebody's going to try to make it make sense. Professor Trill, what's the motherfucking deal? I know somebody's going to try to LBBL. Excuse me. I know somebody's going to try to make this shit make sense. I didn't make me any tea, and I should have made me some tea. But I got like this fucking electric tea kettle is the greatest invention ever made in the history of man. Right? If you're an avid tea drinker or an avid hot beverage drinker, right? And I should have put a fucking look before I start bragging on this shit. I need to put Amazon links in the fucking shit so I can make some Amazon commission off the shit. But if you're an avid tea drinker like myself, it's amazing, right? Boil shit extremely quickly. Um, as a matter of fact, I don't have to worry about burning the house down. How many times I left the pot on, keeps it warm, all that great stuff. I'm actually about to make me some tea because I don't know, like I'm running like that. I'm gonna make some tea and it's gonna be great. Greatest tea that you've ever had. Right? So again, and I'm gonna tell y'all some things because there's a few things that go on, and I talk about contradicting beliefs, but then there's a point where logic and reason has to kick in, right? MPD, DCS investigating photos of child waxing nude woman at the salon. Again, excuse me. This is what she posted on the post. I'm gonna show y'all the post in a minute. MPD said their Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force investigated crimes that showed a child waxing a nude woman. The post also contained the caption, "She literally helped me wax 24 clients starting from 7:25 to 5 p.m." There's 24 times that somebody should have said, nah, this ain't it. There's 24 people, at least 24 people in Memphis, right? And this is help. This is not the first day she's done it. I guarantee this ain't the first day. I guarantee she's debated this shit. I guarantee she's debated this shit, whether to post this shit or not. But her better judgment, her natural inclination to crave attention, her natural need to crave attention. I have some attention over here that I could put on the internet. It's probably not the greatest attention, but if I spin it this way, I can brag on my child. I hate to say it, but it's true. And I understand why, but they've been lied to, but I understand why. Black women have an unnecessary need to brag on every accomplishment that they make because they feel like they're undermined, they're undervalued, they're underappreciated, which is not true. It's not true at all, right? Very much so acknowledged. But um I noticed this. Remind me after I get through this. Remind me about the tea story, right? The cold tea story, not the hot tea I'm about to go make. But so running through this, I'm trying to make this easy. Running through this. So you made $744. I'm going to put the money towards her future dreams, to whatever her future dreams and aspirations are. Spokesperson for the Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance says they have received 86 complaints from the Post. People who've seen this from people on the internet, because this is definitely not the people who got the work done. Because I guarantee you, the people who got the work done, those 24 people are not going to say anything because they let it happen, right? She used it toward bail money. Nah, she looked. The little kid better be like, nah. You said this is my future hopes and dreams. My future hopes is your ass go to jail. um, Say we went to the address associated with the business license, tried to call the owner, no one answered. I'm gonna show y'all this video right here pertaining to this that we spoke with the esthetician that Pretty Girls Get Waxed in Memphis. I'm gonna show y'all that video. One last little quick thing. Lawyer defending mom. We talked to a lawyer, Blake Ballin. I guess Ballin maybe. Blake might be balling. He taking money from anyway. I have not seen the actual post. I assume they've been taken down. It's something that the state will have to turn over to us. If we can prove that, if we will see if they can prove what meets the definition of the law they charged her with. But I think that's the big question here. I think they charged her with child endangerment, right? And sometimes people say you need to be charged with more. You need to be charged with more. You need to hit them over the head with more. But the thing about that is you have to be able to prove the more. So if you hit them with a more severe charge, and the likelihood is that you can't prove it, you can't prove that particular charge, then they get away scot free with everything. You know what I mean? So I see why they went the direction that they went. Very much so. So I'm all for child labor, but in the right, like put them back in the skyscrapers and shit. Not this. Be touching other people, you should have to be a certain age. Um, so again, blacks blah blah blah, applying hot wax. There's just staying some shit over here in the corner. I'm not really even reading it. Until they asked about the whereabouts of her daughter, that's not something you comment on the time. Your mom says she's not ready to speak. I'm sure you're not. She was ready to post that shit. You're ready to post that. Okay. Excuse me. Now, let me bliggity bliggity. Bliggity bliggity. Show y'all something else here. And my apologies, just give me a second. So I'm trying to make sure the folder. So I'm gonna show y'all the post. Then I'm gonna show y'all some videos. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of things actually. We'll just do it like this. Liked by whoever and others. So I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people who like this shit. Like that's the thing. I wish I could have seen the post before it really got taken down. I would like to see how many others like the post. Guaranteed the overwhelming percentage of those were BWs who did like the post. Miss Chloe did her thing today. I guess I should have blurred the name out. Literally helped me wax 24 clients. I'm pretty sure they don't have the same last name. Anyway, starting from 7:25 to 5 p.m. Made a total of 744. I'm going to put the money towards whatever. Why? Why in the first place do this? Why in the second place brag about it? Why in the third place? I don't even know. But yeah, I just want to say three. I just want to give three three deals. All right. So there's that. Let's return to the main screen. I'm just gonna pop the shit up like so. It'll be easier to do it like this. I'm gonna just show y'all these videos and then we'll take some calls. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of videos. I'm, I'm, I'm gonna show y'all a couple of videos while I get my tea made. I'll give you time to do various nonsense, right? Let me make sure I got the right side so you can see. All right. Some of these I haven't seen. So I'm gonna show you a couple of them that are just kind of rundowns on what's going on with the story. Um, so y'all kind of have an idea of what's happening, right? So while y'all do that, I'm gonna push play and then I'm gonna do some shenanigans.
Esthetician Jasmine Moss arrested for having her 5-year-old child waxing clients. Esthetician Jasmine Moss arrested and facing charges after she shared a post showing her daughter waxing a woman's intimate areas. In a now deleted Instagram post, the Memphis, Tennessee-based influencer expressed pride that she was passing down deeds and LLCs to her creations. Referring to her daughter, Jasmine stated, "She literally helped me wax 24 clients, starting from 7:23 to 5 p.m. She made a total of $744, and I'm going to put the money towards whatever her future dreams and aspirations are."
Okay. Now, let me hit you with this. It's like I said, I had a couple of videos. I'm showing you as my tea gets prepared. It's already starting to get ready to get boiling. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, Jazzy, my like they're so creative, right? They're so creative. But I'm gonna bring you this. I'm not gonna bring the other tea thing to show you. But yeah.
This business owner was online bragging about how this child helped her wax 24 customers, which helped the child bring in $700. The address associated with the business license is this house right here. We knocked on the door, no one answered. We attempted to call the business owner, no one picked up. We need to be upfront. It isn't clear exactly where these photos were taken. We spoke with an esthetician at Pretty Girls Get Waxed in Memphis. She said she would never get something done at someone's home, and having an underage worker is out of the question.
That would not even be safe, much less legal, so it would not be good. You don't know what people do in their house, and even though their house should be clean, you don't know if it is, and you don't know who's gonna come in and out their house while you just laying on their table.
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't be too keen about letting her wax me either. Carry on.
The Memphis PD says it's aware of these images, and a joint investigation is underway by MPD and the Department of Children's Services. Memphis police say they have received over 80 complaints on this issue since yesterday, and this investigation is ongoing.
All right, I have, I won't say a third, if there's another one I'm going to show you. Because when I tell you that there are people who will defend this behavior, because like I told you earlier when I was talking about Floyd Mayweather, when he's talking about, well, I'm not going to speak on so-and-so because it's another black man.
An update about the Memphis mom who made her 9-year-old perform Brazilian wax on adult women for 10 hours and then posted it on social media.
It shows a young girl performing body waxing services on a nude woman. It is outraging people, not just here in Memphis, but across the country right now.
Like anybody that was in there should be registered as a sex offender.
In the post, the mother shared pictures of her daughter performing waxing services on adults' privates and said, "When I'm passing down deeds to my creations, she helped me wax 24 clients from 7 in the morning to 5 in the evening and made over $700. The Memphis Police Department has launched an investigation and is urging everyone who downloaded the photos to delete them immediately and refrain from sharing them. The mother hasn't responded yet or answered her phone or door. But what do you think about this? Make sure to like and follow to stay updated on this case.
Why would you think that in what world, especially in the world we're in, that would be okay to expose your child to adult stuff?
It's Jasmine Moss' first court appearance. Since she went viral for posting her daughter waxing a woman, she bailed out on RO today, meaning she didn't have to post.
So I paused it right here. Y'all know what I'm about to say. And I agree. Oh, Miss Grace. And that's the cool thing about it. Like I learned that certain teas are supposed to be at certain temperatures. And so the little kettle has like the thing specifically, whatever kind of tea. So like green tea has like a temperature, black tea has a temperature. I know black tea can get like it's the hottest or something like that. And all those. See, now it's ready. It's beeping. It's beeping. I'm gonna play this video for y'all while I go. Well, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna show the next video, and then I'm gonna go pour my tea because that one's a little bit long. But now, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, you get that budget box treatment. That's terrible. Memphis mother in court over now. This is someone I would condone. I'm assuming that this is a biological woman who's suffering from real alopecia, not the yeah, I'm fucking Lennox Lewis and Tyson tried to eat my fucking heart out. Yeah, but carry on.
A cash bond, but she'll be back in court March 20th. We're reaching out to her and we want to know what she thinks about her criminal charges. Last year, 2 Tennessee lawmakers were expelled for disorderly conduct. 2 representatives, including Justin J. Pearson of Memphis, have since been reappointed. Today in Nashville, there are new bill proposals that were created because of that incident.
No, we don't care about anything else happening in Tennessee. But so I say all of this real quick, because before I get into the people who are defending the behavior, I guess I'd let the tea cool just a little bit. I don't know if I got it on keep it. Whatever. Do this. Let's do this. Show y'all show y'all some pictures. Not those pictures. Show y'all some pictures. Let's call it this, right? So I believe this is. Oh no, this is not this one. That's the thing from the Queen of Accountability. I like her. But here's the post, right? Here's the same post. And he got some big ass feet. When I say I'm passing down deeds and LLCs to my creations, that's what I mean. See, I'm not necessarily against that concept, but you can be. We talk when men, move a certain way now. Some about women, like especially on the thing. Well, I can teach them how to be this. I can teach them how. Women can a lot of times be over ambitious, right? Because they don't see the consequences of certain actions, or they perceive these or behaviors as the way a man would move, which is not true. Um, and then somebody said, "Wait till she's 16." Yeah, whatever. I'm not missing out on that money now. I'm not missing out on free employees now. I'm going to put this child to work again, and I'm a person who says that kids should learn skills at a young age because the problem is that the kids now are stupid, they're retarded, they're useless. And so in her mind, she's teaching her daughter a skill, a craft that she can use to make money like she does. But again, it's entirely too early. You're coming in skin to skin contact with people's genitalia, right? Grown people genitalia who are doing grown people things with that. And you're exposing a 5-year-old to this. In no way does that make sense. In no way does it make sense, right? And 16 is arguable, right? But at least you have some sense, some understanding. And in this day and age, you're going to know probably by that time what's going on. Maybe make better decisions still. Very questionable. I think you should be of legal age to do that. So I get it. You're teaching your child a skill. You're teaching them something, beneficial, a way to make money. But you got to realize the context of the way that they're making money and doing it. Some people say, well, you teach your kids how to do hair and all that, and that's up here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, some of y'all into some weird shit. Y'all might be doing, y'all might be using your hair for some weird shit. There's this little maneuver out there called shampoo. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. But anyway, let's carry on. Ooh, there's a couple of pictures. I'm showing you a couple of pictures of Miss Moss. Right. So if you guys ever want to go get booked at Jazzy Body, there you go. Jazzy Body LLC. LLCs and businesses. Oh, my mistake. I said 4 kids. It's apparently 3. Them little niggas don't work. That's why the little girl probably looking like that. Look at the little girl face. She pissed off. Like, them little niggas don't work. What the fuck? Why we gotta work? Them little niggas ain't working. She probably don't. She the only one in the house with a job. Slave labor. Goddamn. But again, now that poses the question, right? That poses the question that that poses the question. I don't even know my phone is, J-Ben. Oh, actually, I'm not here. It's too much black stuff. But that poses the question: did the young boys have to go to work? And why wouldn't you put the young boys to work if not? Is it because that you would have them around grown women? They would be exposed to something that they shouldn't be exposed to? Because there's no valid, and again, I'm not condoning any of this. Somebody comes, well, he's saying that you should be. I'm not saying this. But I'm trying to understand the logic in which he operated, because if you don't find it valid to have your young boys working in this situation, why would you find it reasonable to have your daughter working in this situation, right? Because it's not. It's not at all. So I don't comprehend. And then there's a couple other theories you can say behind that, but it doesn't even matter. I was trying to hurry up and gather all my info and call you before the stream, but it's it's just we'll have to talk on the phone. Like, there's just certain things that cannot be said on the stream for various reasons, and yeah. It's all some other things that, yeah, so we'll leave it at that. It's all illusion. What's the motherfucking deal? And again, anybody, if I missed you, I ain't dish you. Um, oh, the internet is a crazy place. Um, then we definitely got one of these looks going on here. Right? Is that even the same person? This is what I'm saying. Like some of you black women should be like mastermind criminals. Like y'all don't even look like the same person in two different pictures, right? Like, I'm sure that the inside of the house could look immaculate. It could be all kind of nice. It could be all kind of whatever. But again, and see, it's some of you negritos. It's some of you negritos who be like, well, hear me out. I don't want to hear you. I'm not I'm not hearing nobody out on this one. Um, right? What the fuck? I'm not hearing out. I'm not understanding. I'm not comprehending. I think I got heartburn. And then I go check on my teeth. Um, another thing. I don't know. Who knows, Trill? Shout out to Trill. I don't know. I have no idea. There's no mention of the father whatsoever in the dilly dally. And shout out to J Bell, man. I appreciate the super the super chat. I mean the super chat love. Ain't no goddamn super chat to did. I'm gonna wait. Like I told you, that's why I'm changing it up. I'm gonna try to get the den monetized again. So I'm just gonna switch to nothing but news story. I'm gonna stop all the bashing, right? And just go get to it. But shout out to shout out to J Mel for Mrs. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off. Um, I got too much shit going on, too much nonsense. But yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So you try to treat the young karate kid, the young, I don't even know. But again, I have no idea. Like, where is it at? Again, you see three, four of them. You see three or four of them, and it doesn't know. Because Trill took advantage of me actually being on the phone, trying to get into the thing and sent a text message. It was a cheat. Trill cheated. Um, the Girardellis, whatever they call you, I'm supposed to be holding. Um, do I hate black women or the black women? I hate what people think is the black standard, the black woman standard of beauty. But also, most black women are so attached to it that when I speak on these things, I speak on eyelash, I speak on the hair, I speak on the baby, that they feel like it's a direct attack because they may participate in it. But you're not handcuffed to this look, right? You're not handcuffed to this appearance. So it's not they take it personal when I speak on it, but I'm not necessarily talking about them, right? It's the behaviors and it's just certain actions. So I love black women. I think a certain select group of black women are the most beautiful women on the planet. So there's that. Oh, Heidi, stop it. Stop it. Stop. Again, they're strong, they're independent, they got all the whatevers. So I'm going to take you at your word, even though I know the truth, right? Even though I truly understand because I have real conversations with real people. Um, you know, but we have to keep up airs. We have to keep up appearances. Shout out to Sarah. Sarah might have made me a semi-alcoholic with all this Thrace. Thrace is like my favorite drink. They got a new one out, the Cristiano or something like that. I haven't had that one. I've had all the other ones, but I have to go try that one. Whew, whew. No, no, I'm not. We're not able to get into that, Heidi. You don't try to bring your European standards of beauty over here to the black conversation. If I want to hear any white woman's opinion on what's going on in the black community, that's Miss Bell and Miss Bello. All the rest of you haven't served enough time around niggas to understand. But getting back to the pictures, getting back to the things, and then I'm going to get to my tea. I'm going to spill some tea here. I'm going to show y'all this video because I tell y'all that there are people who get upset when you talk about stuff like this, even though it's wrong. They get mad at you because you're black. You talk about other black. I don't know whose house y'all raised in. I know you talk about family business, everybody business ain't your business, but it's certain shit. When you're putting this, I mean, these are customers. And even imagine, because there's multiple layers to this. We got to talk about the people who got the services done. It's not just the mom putting herself in that position, right? So this is Queen Accountability. She posted this because I'm not popular enough for anybody to hate me like that. It's only when I talk about transgender people do I get attacked. And there's somebody like, really, you snitch on a hardworking mother for teaching her daughter to be a boss one day. So women are so entrenched into the boss bitch mentality that they don't see the problem with putting the children in danger. Right? You don't see the problem with putting a child in danger in a situation where they should not be. Because you said something about it, you're the bad person. Anyway, saying you feel good about yourself, you think you solved a huge case, you're scum, and it's sad that you do this on Black History Month. Like, read the last part because that's exactly what they do. They start projecting. You only hold black women accountable. Let's see when you're violated and your kids, if you hold the black men accountable, probably not. What all black women do is project. All of a sudden, the black man is this, and this. Right? Every time. That's why I say don't deal with them. That's why I tell you what I tell you. That's why I say don't deal with them, ignore them. They'll take any attention that they can get. This is the original page. Jasmine the Miracle. Look at this. So she's got, get her little modeling photo on her thing. I'm pretty sure she's an Instagram model as well, somehow. Jazzy Body LLC. Why don't you have jazzybody.com or something? I don't know. JazzyBodyLLC.com so it would be easy to have. I get frustrated because I don't want to keep saying it over and over and over and over and over again. But Jasmine the Miracle, arrogant, right? Arrogant. That's when I talk about how arrogant they are across the board. It's always some aggrandized version. I'm the miracle, the body, the this, the that. Like I said, hey, my name is such and such and I provide so and so services. Here, Jazzy Body LLC. I'm an esthetician. I'm Jasmine the Miracle. Jasmine the statistic is more fucking like it, right? You know what I'm saying? And so it's I did read it. I definitely did read it. I did read it. That's what I did read it. He said, look, I literally read it. I will read it again. Let me read it verbatim. Yeah, a second. Shout out to J Mail for I keep want to say fucking super chat. The sizable Cash App donation. And it says she thinks she's Mrs. Miyagi with 3 smiley faces. So I'm gonna find a way to take the cash. I'm pretty sure I could do it like that. It would just take some little live work and put it on the screen so that way you can see the messages there as well. And that's why I did the wax on, wax off. And then I said she thinks she's the young Christ. I had a whole spiel. I had a whole mini segment. See what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Latinx, you're a terrible person. Instead of waxing, must have heard she was a strong baby. Uh, but yeah, so the account's private now. And again, I'm not going to spill on all that because I really want my tea. I'm gonna put this video on for you. But again, this came from the Queen of Accountability. I think they call her the Celebrity or something like that. I follow on Twitter. But when I tell you that there's always somebody on the opposite side of what you're thinking, and they'll validate it in some form or fashion because they operate emotionally. They don't think logically. They spew out hate and emotion. A lot of this shit is hate that they have for themselves, right? A lot of the pro-black rhetoric, anti-white rhetoric, or whatever you want to call it. Terrible. A pubic pedo. That's terrible. True. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's Black History Month. What does that mean? Again, you'll get mad about white people did all this. And did black people pick, like, did I miss the vote? Did we get together and say, hey, we decided February, Mr. White Man. Can we have February? That's the month we want. So it was handed down to you. Somebody told you this is your month. And it's the same person that you cry about being mad about all month that you hate. And then when something happens in the month, you'd be like, well, what just happened to Black History Month? Like, fuck Black History Month, right? Like, you should know your history, period. That's the difference between black people and everybody else. Everybody else's history is integrated into their lifestyle, right? Everybody else's history is integrated into their life. We talk about some shit. We talk about the nigga that did the peanut butter shit. We talk about MLK, and we talk about Rosa Parks, even though she was like the second one, right? Because the first one was pregnant in 15 with, again, see how they was even fucking up the civil rights movements. But, you know, it is what it is. It's whatever. I'm not gonna go down that road. Y'all, if people can view shit how they want to view it. I'm not telling anybody to think anything they want to, but to me, that's just kind of why it's so ironic. Because people say, the same people sit there and cry, the white man, the devil is, but you doing this in Black History Month. Well, who gave you that month to call it Black History Month? Who assigned that to you? Because I don't know. Like, if I missed it, somebody let me know if I missed the official month meeting mandate on the vote, because I definitely didn't participate. So let me put this video on for y'all. I want y'all to see this. I'm gonna make my tea. Honestly, I haven't even seen all of this video, but I want y'all to check it out. Again, that comes from the Queen of Accountability. Yes, definitely follow on Twitter and follow on I think that somebody says a podcast or something like that. But check that out. So let's talk about this. And shout out to the Queen of Accountability for, putting that out, right? Let's talk about this situation right now. Let's discuss this situation. And then we're gonna open up the line, right? But I want to go back over this video, and the beat was live, right? I want to go back over this video, and we're gonna break down excuse me, some of the things that were said. Excuse me. And I like many of you are more surprised at the people who are defending it. But you know why they defend? I keep telling y'all, and y'all get mad at me. I say I'm bashing and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I absolutely don't, right? I tell you this stuff because there are people out there who defend the behavior, who are so programmed by the life that we live, the society that we're in, by other people, that they're told that you can't say anything negative about other black. And it's not just black women doing bad. This is niggas in the streets doing off the wall shit. Oh, don't tell them. Well, they might go to jail for doing the stuff you do. Well, what the fuck? You're the victim of this stuff. Like you'll rather see black people get hurt than tell on other black people. Like make the shit make sense. Like help me comprehend your logic because there is none. So anyway, we'll take a couple and break down because there's so many that are also terrible. Like we spend the rest of the stream really talking about this because it's a wild ordeal. Right? First one says, and again, mommy of two, right? And I'm gonna guarantee most of the women who have posted and who responded to this are women who have yeah, I was thinking about Louis 17 earlier today, right? That's weird. I think there's a way. I think there's a way now that YouTube allows tagging and stuff like that. But I gotta confirm something because we'll talk about it a little bit later. We'll talk about it a little bit later. So this one says, why do you have such an issue with this? She's a little girl with a vajayjay. Why is it such a big deal that she saw one a bit more mature than hers? Y'all do know there are child slaves out here working for free for strangers, not their parents, who are forced to do so much worse. Just saying, if y'all want to save the children, y'all really be worried about the wrong stuff. You can be worried about both things. You can be concerned about both things. And you can go after the thing that you can have the most direct impact on immediately and still be concerned about the other issue. There's no loss in it. You can only be worried about this one and not that. And it's going to be a little bit more difficult to, get through to the other countries in which these child slaves are located. Can we pinpoint them? No, we do have a direct address and location on this. But hey, who am I? I think she was teaching the child a trade. It was just too soon in age. She was just teaching her an honest way to make money. I've seen Chinese kids doing full sets and young black kids doing braids and cutting hair. It's never too early. She just shouldn't have recorded it. I'll let y'all kids do hair. I mean, what's the difference? Young Asian kids, they learn how to work the cash register at the donut shop. They know how to do the nails. They know how to do the cash register at the nail shop. If it's a situation where you shouldn't have recorded it, then it's something you shouldn't be doing. People don't get the difference between the hair on someone's head and the head on someone's genitals. This is where we are. When I talk about comprehension amongst our people, amongst black folks, is at an all-time low. Comprehension, comparison, this is the type of stuff I be talking about. These are the people that I'm talking about. And it only gets worse because these people raise people and said, y'all let y'all kids do hair. I mean, what's different? And this is a person who does hair by whoever, like hair by MK or some shit. It's just not the same as teaching your child a skill and then later they're growing into that profession. Example, Michael Jackson, kids doing hair. Baby entrepreneur. See, yeah, black women get these buzzwords and they go, entrepreneur. Like, I hate entrepreneur. I hate entrepreneur because now it's become a bastardized word. Like you actually have to do a thing to be an entrepreneur. You can't just say I'm an entrepreneur and like don't do nothing, have nothing like started absolutely no business, sold no business, built nothing. Like I'm an entrepreneur. Of course, I have never done shit like that's. But what it is, baby entrepreneurs, etc., etc. You gave one example out of three that was worthwhile. How many motherfuckers are trying to beat their kids into the next? Like, see, that's the problem. Y'all don't beat y'all's kids no more, so there will never be another Michael Jackson. Cause y'all ain't got that Joe Jackson in you. Y'all ain't built for it tough like Joe was. Joe had a vision, right? Kids doing hair. If a lot of kids can do that, that's cool. I'm not even gonna go down the hair route and the negatives of it, but if you can teach your kid how to do it, cool, to make money off of it, cool. What the fuck is a baby entrepreneur? That's so vague, it doesn't mean anything, etc., etc. There's a difference to teach your child a skill and then having them deal in a situation that could be very unsanitary. Also, the other stuff. I ain't gonna lie, that's fucking funny. It's fucking funny. It shouldn't be. Should be fucking funny. But y'all know I got a fucked up ass sense of humor. I have to admit that. But I wouldn't be surprised if mama ain't teach you this, baby. This how you work the phone. This the scheduled appointment. Mama gonna go take a nap. Like you got the baby doing the work and you fucking taking pictures. Like ain't no way that baby should have that shit burned until she be over there. Should be watching Baby Shark. Child abuse. That's bullshit. This is like some of us are so retarded like that people don't realize how much the television and the social medias have impacted their brains. Like they don't make logical state. They just spew. They just make words like just chicken shit comes out the mouth. It was black people who got her locked up, but a white kid can carry and shoot guns and do it. What does that even mean? That's what I'm saying. Your name is conceited, Brett. Like in no formal way is conceited even spelled anyway. That's why I say don't listen to these people online. Don't value their opinions. If you don't know them personally, it doesn't matter. This one says it's not like the private wasn't covered. It was not. It was not. It was covered up digitally with that digital blur shit, but it was not. It fucking was not. Like these are the excuses, the little sidebars. That's crazy. Jailed for what? Real bougie. Interesting. Interesting. I hate this for her. I hate this for her. Her intentions, in my opinion, were not malicious. They probably weren't malicious. They were stupid. They were stupid because you were so blinded by the end game that you didn't realize what you were doing in the moment. Free her, man. Y'all doing too much. And y'all asking, how do you know what that means? I got a cheat sheet. I received a cheat sheet on the kids' text slang. So I'm hip now. I'm hip now. Only one, Nina. Everybody's saying good. Nobody concerned where the child gonna end up. None of that matters just as long as you prove a point. Somebody said something. Did the child brother care? Stop putting your children in these type of situations. That somebody said something sensible, right? But all I'm telling you, all you got to do is go to these places and just go and read comments on a lot of this shit. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, it's wrong, but y'all being happy as long as she lost her baby, that's even more insane than that baby doing a damn whack. Shaking my head, y'all kids doing worse than this, and I know this for a fact. How do you know this for a fact, just Christina? How are you so aware? Right? I don't know, man. SSBBW. Butterfly 84. I don't know. Man, I'm in the minority, but I honestly think she was just trying to instill work ethic in her child at a young age. I don't think there were ill intentions behind it. I'm sure the child wasn't forced to do it and probably was proud that she was working with mommy. I just wish her mom had her taking money, cleaning up, etc. Something that wouldn't cause her to be behind. I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with that. Doing something different, understand, not on the scene, not in the mix, observing, but in other elements of the business, showing the other aspects of business that can be applicable to all businesses, not just that specific thing. I wouldn't have an issue with that. But still justifying what she did and just, well, I wish what she did, though. I know it was inappropriate, but they really be worried about the wrong things because they're allowing crazies to adopt and fall. What whoever fit to care for a hamster, those kids end up dead, abused, traumatized, and more. But those are the same entities that will allow white babies to be around meth labs. That's why I say this is all we can do. Like again, remember that time I told you a long time. Let's talk about Black Power without mentioning white people. I mean, this is all a certain group of us can do is compare what white people. I don't care because this isn't impacting white kids; it's impacting the black child, and so we always have to fucking allocate. Well, what about white people? And not true story locally. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool beans. This is what I'm saying. Motherfuckers just these anecdotal situations that when it doesn't happen, when they don't get taken away, then it's the other. So why did CPS get involved? Y'all overdoing it. She probably passed the stick for the wax and threw paper away. Obviously, like I said, again, I get what she was trying to do. Jail is a hard punishment. Child abuse is very hard. She was teaching her child a skill. Yes, she probably should have did it under the arms and other places, but she wasn't. But everybody doesn't think like that. Obviously, she wasn't thinking it was anything sexual. She's trying to say how good of a job her daughter was doing and going to be able to make her daughter some money in the future. But I know all of you are so perfect. See, when you go call other people perfect, kid, are or so perfect. Pick and you never make mistake. Again, so you like when you start like pointing fingers out doing you gotta make sure you're your grammatical errors at a minimum. You know what I'm saying? But just know he who is without saying cast the first stone because nobody is perfect and she definitely does not deserve to be charged with child abuse, but go off. Bro, the punctuate, good grief. Good grief. Good grief. This is wild stuff, bro. This is wild stuff. But this is why I keep telling you, y'all come in here and y'all arguing, huh? You just hate women. You just do. I see this shit like this every fucking day. Every fucking day. If not this particular story, it's something else similar, and it's this mindset applied to shit every fucking day. Right? Like every fucking day. Oh shit. So it's I don't know. I mean, like I said, it. And that's why I said I'd take a break. I had to get away from all that because it'll make you start really, really not liking people, right? Because it's so many of them. Shaking my head, free her. And you notice that all of these motherfuckers have been one person for the profile pictures. It's been one demographic. I think I might have saw one black dude somewhere, and I'm pretty sure he's a waxer as well. If you catch my drift. I'm not saying it's right. So like right there, that's when you know the little logic filter. Like I'm gonna say something meaningful here because I'm emotionally struck by the reaction to this story. But then there's like a little haywire that went and it like short circuited, and she just started typing some shit that had nothing to do with it. But so other people can teach the kids to hunt with guns. I don't care if you teach your kid to shoot for protection. I don't care if you teach the kid to hunt with guns. If you teach your child to use a tool that can be beneficial for saving or sustaining their life, I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with that, right? But she couldn't teach a child a skill. But what if she taught her how to be a doula, which back in the days, plenty of young girls helped with births. See what I'm saying? Like, do you see the Mr. Fantastic levels of reach going on, the Stretch Armstrong levels of reach going on with these people? But kids can change their genders. I think that goes along with something that we've been saying a while. But anyway, jail was not the answer to this. Maybe mandated parenting class and the whole CPS spiel where they check you in, but she doesn't deserve to lose her baby. Y'all, wow. And again, you see like how much of this was readily available and all the replies. I guarantee there's so many replies under it that are bad that she's trying to validate, trying to justify. Yeah, we went over that already. You know what I'm saying? These polls, women only polls. If you see an inappropriate picture of a minor posted online by the mother, what would you do? 38% would report the mother to child services. 62% would not. 45% if it was a man posted by the father. 45% of women said they would report it to child services. 55% said they would not. Interesting. Slight double standard there. But again, out to the queen of accountability, Daphne or celebrity, whatever her name is, for that. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to open up the line. We're going to talk about this. We're going to speak on this. We're going to dive deeply. That's crazy. It's crazy. Daphne Sutton, that's her name. Well, shout out to her because she's doing the Lord's work. He is great. But the thing is, it's not just that. It's the 24 people that got services done. Right? Because if that was at the end of the day, why hadn't somebody called and said, hey, because that shows you that more people are of this mindset with black women. And again, I said I'm not going into this to bash. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Right? Because it's not what I'm here for. I'm going to open up the lines. We're going to take some calls. We're going to speak on, whatever thoughts or views that you may have regarding this particular conversation. Like I said, we're going to have the 10-minute rule on. So if you want to share your thoughts this evening on Jasmine Moss allowing her daughter to do waxing, do you think she was in the wrong? Was she just teaching her daughter a skill and we're all overthinking it? Are we all overdoing it? What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening? It's bashing time. Okay. Feel free to bash. If you feel like this is a bash worthy situation, what is the problem? What is the biggest issue? No, man. So I don't want to. Have you seen the imagery related to this particular situation? Oh, okay. Y'all don't need to hear. Y'all talking about some other shit anyway. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. So have you seen the imagery related to this situation? Because all the people saying, "Oh, she just was doing this." This child was doing, for as far as I could tell, I don't know the full wide range of services, but I'm pretty sure that's about as complete a service as you're going to get when dealing with a wax.
I have not seen the pictures. I have not seen the pictures related to this, nor do I want to see the pictures related to this. It's no excuse for a little girl to even be in a room while a pussy is getting wet. It's no excuse. The girl is how old? 4 years old?
Somebody said that it was said that she's been doing this since 4 years old. From the angles and images that were provided, it doesn't look like she was being assisted in the services, and the mother's taking these pictures. So I'm having a feeling like this wasn't day one of her working and making $744. I feel like this is something that's been going on for quite some time.
She got 2 years of on the job experience.
Probably so. Again, and unfortunately, I don't know if you can put that on your resume, but you know what I mean. It's basically she's basically got her doing the work. You know what I mean? At this point,
come on, man. Come on, bro. This shit is unreal, man. And the fact that I think I'm disturbed by the story itself. But I'm more disturbed by the people that's supporting this sick shit.
Exactly.
And we need, and fuck the Jeffrey Epstein list. We need the client list. We need the clientele list of all the sick motherfuckers that agree. No, we need the clientele list of all the sick motherfuckers that agree to let this little girl wax their pussy.
Like, because again, ladies,
y'all need to be brought up on charges too. For facilitating child endangerment or whatever she getting charged with, y'all need to be an accomplice.
And also, we should report it to the Better Business Bureau.
Yeah, definitely. That cannot be the code, man.
Terrible. But it's a situation where you laugh at it, but it's fucked up. And the child doesn't know any better because he's raised in a household with a mom who is definitely different, but the same. Different in logical processing, but the same as many of the rest of them. And so it's what do you do? Where do you think the father or fathers are in this particular situation with these children? And what about the sons?
Obviously not in the household.
Oh yeah, Definitely that. Now, if you running a business at your house, ain't no mother boy. What?
Ain't no way.
Now, imagine being a dad, right? And you come home from work to your baby mama's esthetician business, and you see your daughter working on a grown. I'm punching that bitch out. Like look, ma'am, I'm sorry. I know you paid for services, but it just is.
Yeah, it's time to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, she getting punched out. The baby mama getting punched out. Any clients waiting in chairs outside, I'm finna eat a can of spinach and go full Popeye. Like it's finna be a rock'em sock'em robot fest around this month. Like I would lose my shit, boy. Like I couldn't even fathom. Like I couldn't fathom. But man, look. Anyway. So do you think that this is a situation that is worthy of jail time? Should it just be a CPS matter where she has to go through some sort of parental training?
No, this bitch should go to jail. That bitch should get jail time. You should get I don't know if the charges is harsh enough. What was the charges again? Child endangerment and child neglect?
Child abuse and child neglect.
Child abuse and child neglect. She should have some type of child sex charge on there. You should be a sex offender.
I think those are reasonable charges in my opinion, because I think those are the ones you have the best chance of sticking, right?
Yeah, no pun intended.
But no. Oh wow. But I do think that I do believe that there should be some underlying thing. Like for the people who allowed it to happen, right? They need to do like the cops do. You know how the cops do? They'll catch like a low level offender, or they might catch a mob boss and have a rat on all the underlings. That's what they're gonna do.
Right,
look, Miss Moss, you're gonna have to give us that whole client list. Everybody who got
y'all doing Ricos on the rafters. Do a Rico on this bitch.
Exactly. There needs to be a Rico on the whole.
Where's Sandy Pack when you need her?
Oh wow. But that's the thing. The shit is over. But my thing is just like, man, look, we'll trade you. We'll give you, so and so. We want to know who was in the photos. We want to know the whole class. Everybody who came through, because that's wild. Like the setup itself is wild. But I would have to think, like, if you come in here and you say, all right, hey, I'm at Jazzy Body. I'm a repeat customer. If you're a repeat customer, you definitely been knowing this been going on, and shame on you.
Yeah, you know what's going on.
But like the first time you come in this motherfucker, and I don't know the whole waxing preparation. Like, and you get prepared, you're like, is this a midget? Like, is this who is
like,
this?
Hi, do you mind?
Like,
do you mind if my 6-year-old waxes your vagina today?
Yeah, like, and you're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Oh, yeah, you're teaching her a skill. That's the logic. I guarantee most people say, well, she was teaching her daughter how to be a boss bitch, and I'm all in 100% support of boss bitches, so I didn't want to interfere. Like,
girl, you better be careful. She gonna put you out of business.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so again, and this is one of those situations where y'all get mad at me, right? I didn't want to say it earlier. But it's only going to be two groups of people supporting. There are not straight men going to get their genitalia waxed. That's why I asked the question earlier. Straight men are not going to support this service. This is all women and men that you would deem metrosexual, to say the very least, right? So this is a certain group of people who are supporting this activity and has no issue with this, because that's going to be your clientele list. These are people who have been coming here as long as this child has been working in your business. Again, that was not the first day. I know that for a fact, because how does she know how to do all, obviously she's been, maybe here and there helping whatever, and then graduating up to this process. But all of those people, again, are going to be the ones on the list, and then they're going to try to make it. They're going to deem it's something that it's not, whatever. But those are the people who need to be sought after as well. So
especially the one in the picture, that's child pornography.
Man, like it's, and here's the wild thing about it, because I just look at the angles of this, and I'm not validating anybody, right? But I'm looking at this shit the same way black hairstylists do, and that should be pissing me off. Like, look, if you finna make me do some modeling too, I should get like a fucking discount. You know what I'm saying? I should get like you take some picture, but I'm guaranteeing that motherfucker didn't know shit was like, I hope not. But anyway, yeah, you taking pictures. Like, at what point Like there's so many.
How do you? Let me
Yeah.
ask you this, Hancho.
Yeah.
How do you look? First of all, how do you take the picture? But after you take said picture,
Yeah.
how do you look back at that picture and say, "I'm so proud of my baby girl and how she waxing this vagina"?
This is what I'm saying. Like, at what point does the yellow light and then the red light show up? Like, at some point you have to say, "Wait a minute, maybe this ain't it. Maybe
Yeah, like how do
something's
you
not
not look
right."
at that picture and realize the error of your ways?
Like first when you first start teaching, right, and then you start, increasing the knowledge. Then you get to the point where she's fully functional on her own. Then you're so proud that she's fully functional that you start taking pictures of her work, and then you start taking pictures of her, and then you decide to post said work on social media, right? Like, so this all didn't happen in one day. It's like you didn't teach her everything in one day and then post her on social media. You've been
this was a whole process.
Yeah, this is a process that's been taking a significant amount of time and countless encounters in the process, right? Excuse me.
And the saddest part and the most discouraging part is that it took for it to come to social media for it to be exposed.
Yeah, and again, we tell you, sir,
because had she never posted this shit, nobody would have found out.
No, nobody. Because again, the craving for attention is the desperation for attention is so bad that she put herself. Thank God, though, right? Thank God that she did, because otherwise you wouldn't have known about it. Or maybe I don't know.
I wish they still had that show. What was that show called? Dumbest Criminal.
Oh wow! But I'm pretty sure what would have happened though is eventually the little girl would have went to school and said something. But then, fuck it, who knows? Damn, depending on where you're talking about Memphis, that's Chocolate City.
The school might have cheered her on too.
Yeah, probably got a black female teacher. Probably one of the teachers, probably one of the goddamn clients. Hey, baby, take this to school. Give your teacher a card. Tell her to come on down to Jazzy Body. Like it's bro, and let's just be honest, man. Like even with dealing with hairstyles, you listen to people in all these various fields. People are not hygienic. You know what I mean? People are not hygienic.
Yeah.
And as
you got a little girl around stank pussy.
Yeah, like it is just like I mean, bro, I don't, because like we're adults.
It's all bad.
We know what adults do, and you're exposing it. It's just there's no validation because it gets sickening really thinking about like just I don't like because it's really wild, but it's real. That's the crazy part about it because we all know hoes, right? And we know hoes do hoish activities, and hoes don't care when they get to perform said hoish activities. Hoes will have proper appointments and do said hoish activities prior to these or unhygienic hoes or whatever other kind of like it's just a situation where you're exposing a child to so many elements of shit that they don't need to be exposed to at that point. You know what I mean? And again, we over and the situation.
Let me say this too, Hancho. Let me say this. If whoever that baby's daddy is, if he was on child support, he should get all his money back.
Absolutely. I agree. You fucking got my child working in this motherfucker. It's child labor. Like, I'm paying child support. The child support our own ass. Shit, goddamn, I can go get a goddamn job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So shit. Oh, okay. My apologies. Yes. I did say want to enforce a 10-minute rule. Trillered.
Trill bitch ass.
Trillered. Well, yes, we're
had to be coming here hating.
Yeah, we are slightly.
One last thing, and I'm gonna get off the line. I just want to point out that one of those last comments that you showed, her screen name, I don't remember the exact name, but it said hip hop evangelist. What the hell is a hip hop evangelist?
Bro,
She probably started off as a baby entrepreneur.
He probably was a damn baby entrepreneur. Like, it probably still is a baby entrepreneur, at this point. Just, what, oh my God. Bro, I don't, again, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we deserve the shit we be getting because.
And old girl's name shouldn't have been The Miracle. It should have been Delusional.
Yeah, delusional. Or what do they say now? Delulu. That bothers me so much.
Yeah.
That bothers me. Of all the bad vernacular, Delulu bothers me the most because I feel like they really just can't say delusional. Like that. This is where I'm like, you just really can't say it, can you? Interesting. All right, okay, all right. Well, that's bad, Mr. J. I appreciate you calling, getting the den line started. And if this nigga Trill talk shit, he better call in and have something valid to say. If not, he getting hung up on.
Matter of fact, fuck that. I paid $50. Fuck that. I donated $50. Trill, suck my dick. I'm gonna stay on this bitch long as I want. What you talking about? You getting your text read for free and shit? Nigga, fuck you.
Trill is trying to pull trucker command.
He's trying to pull a bell.
Oh, a black bell, you say? Interesting. Very
the mail bell.
The mail bell. Oh, but
I'm gonna get up off of here and let somebody else call it.
That's a beat. This nigga Trill. I'm just read this nigga text and read in the damn chat. This nigga, you know what, Trill? You better have a very valid statement. Well, I'm going to Port Arthur. And
the thing is, he doing all that barking. He probably ain't even gonna call me.
You feel me? So we go.
Bellard.
What my boy Ken? I ain't heard from Ken in a minute. I'd rather talk to Ken. Goddamn. Well, that's better, Mr. Bell.
Nah.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Man. Shout out to J Bell for getting the deadline started. 346-484-3336. Man, we're talking about Jasmine Moss and the baby entrepreneur esthetician, and deciding that it was a good idea to it's the evening time. I gotta change the back. My bad. I knew something was off. I'm like, you know what? Something's not right. It's evening time. Day then, I had a day background. There we go. That feels better. Evening then, we have the night background. Ms. Bell said you've made it too white in here, Michelle. So you didn't. She doesn't want to. Made it a little too caucus for her liking. The dark density is off. But yeah, like, and so when I talk about this shit, and I know you're gonna be like, Hunter, you're being hypocritical because you said that children should learn how to work, should learn a skill. They should learn a skill, but they should also be allowed to be children. Like, you can. This is part of the problem with people today lacking confidence, lacking ability, You can teach children to do things as soon as they exist. You can teach children how to do things before they exist. I'm a firm believer in parents who read aloud to their children, make them more intelligent. Right. I think that there's a connection there. I'm a firm believer in that. There's things, there are habits that you have prior to, and that's why, fellas, you got to be very selective about the women that you choose to impregnate. Just because the bitch got a fat ass, she probably failed class, right? Or I'm not even gonna hit you up with that Country Wayne segment. It's something he said on that motherfucker that was super fucking funny. But it's a situation where we are in such a rush, like and it's the BWs especially, right? Because look at how they design kids' clothes. Look how they dress they little boys, or how you see these little girls. Now you see them making them clothing lines, grown women clothing lines with little, got crop tops and bell bottoms. Just got them like trying to make a little bit like they treat them like kid, like put the motherfucker in some Oshkosh bagash, put them motherfucker in them little ugly white hard ass shoes. Let them fuck all that shit up. Because then you get mad at them because they don't understand the value or how much money you spent or how many What was his name? I always keep want to call his ass Lester. It ain't Lester. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Uh, damn, what is his name? Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. And yeah, how many times she had to spend a night with you know who to get that paid for? So it's just a situation where we we need that balance. But also now what you have too with most dudes is you got too many dudes who are afraid to tell a woman where she's out of line because they're afraid of losing said woman, right? Their behaviors are out of line. Bro, again, depending on, that woman's poison, yeah, they look. That song is one of the first songs that ever made sense to me in life, right? And I was in one of the first songs I could just recollect. Like, what do they mean by this? And having to think about, never trust a big butt and a smile. Can I just trust a smile or just a big butt? Like, can I trust the one without the other? They never. But yeah, bro. Again, and then again, it's multiple layers to this shit, bro. But it's like women will do these kind of things, and then somehow find a way to blame it. I saw a video of I want to say two women fighting in a Walgreens. Cashier and the customer. Two women fighting in a Walgreens. Dude was recording it. These bitches started fighting. The customer started throwing shit at the clerk and was talking about come outside and all this. They got to fighting or whatever. And everything you saw in the comments was that dude a bitch ass nigga. He ain't break it up. All he did was record. All he did was this, and this. Why he ain't intervene? Like he had nothing to do with it. He was a separate customer on an aisle who just saw that some arguing was going on. Somehow, because he didn't break up the bad behavior of two motherfuckers he didn't know, it was it, it was his fault. Like this is the shit that we be talking about. Again, is somehow, some way, nigga ain't even got to be involved. It will be his fucking fault. Uh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The nigga Trill did all the 10 minutes and this dibbly do. Just nonsense. Just nonsensical. Yeah, I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved in none of that. If I don't know you, right, and it may sound harsh to whomever, and you may say, "Oh, your statements are conflicting." I care about the well-being of people, but I don't care about people, right? I care about people I know. I care about their well. I want the best for them. I don't have the energy to give a fuck about everybody in the world. If I don't know you, I'm not familiar with your existence. Well, I'm not going to wake up looking for ostracized, uh, what's the term they use? Marginalized people. Like, I don't got the fucking energy, man. Like why? Like I'm here to enjoy what life does have to offer. Now, I'm not saying don't go out and be helpful, don't go out and, do charities, don't go out and do good work, don't go out and donate. I'm not telling you not to do any of that. But I can't wake up and say, today, I'm going to go find everything that validates every negative stigma that I have about the fucking world. See, like, what is all the coloring is all, like right now? This shirt looks fucking orange. This is not an orange shirt. So I gotta figure out what's up with the color correction on this shit, right? It looks really off. It looks really, really orange. I have an orange shirt like this. So Yes, I do. The Astros. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Now Trill want to act like he ain't never talked on the phone while he driving.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Oh, I'm
You
driving.
know you in that. You know you in that truck with that goddamn headset on.
And then had time to text and count the time and count the
Yeah,
clock.
he texting all that shit, but he can't talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This niggas from Port Arthur, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
Is he though? Is he though?
Is he? That's what I say. I'm gonna have to go down to the what is it? What is Port Arthur? Jefferson County? I'm gonna have to go down and go do some investigating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, investigate the census.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't know. I can't recall. Isn't Jefferson? I don't know. I think Beaumont Jefferson. I don't know Port Arthur Jefferson too. But anywho, yeah. So we'll carry on. We'll continue. But it's still technically a 10-minute call. We'll just keep it within the 10 minutes then, if that has to be the case. So again, going back into this, and we were talking about certain groups having this behavior almost ingrained in them, if you will, right? This certain groups validating and justifying when anything negative is said about them, that it's that it's a wrong if you mention it, that if you bring it up, if you discuss it. What do you think happens here? What do you think? Do you think anybody learns anything from this, or people just continue doing what they're doing but move quieter?
Like we've always said, Honcho, women's biggest fear is accountability, is being held accountable. And they will learn, like you said, the one thing they will learn from this is, and they probably won't learn it, but the one thing they should learn from this, because of the way they think about things, is to stop posting certain shit on social media. But realistically, in the bigger scheme, the grand scheme of things, they should learn to be accountable and stop doing wild, crazy shit. And go to a therapist. Seek help.
Then they go to a white therapist. Y'all gotta stop going to black therapists. That black therapists be enabling the behavior. It's all right. It's just all you gotta do is twerk. It's the black woman warrior dance, and you'll be okay. But yeah, I do agree. People need therapy. People need help. People need someone to talk to, right? Like, but again, then you also have to truly analyze. And it's sad. It's sad because, and I get into that. I've talked about that before. Like, I agree with therapy, but then you have to be able to determine if the therapist that you're seeking out is actually beneficial for you, because
Yeah.
it's crazy. But and I don't think they'll stop self snitching, because the tension, as long as the attention is there, they're like, how can they not go after it? Like, what they will lose their shit. Somebody else getting this attention that I deserve. How dare they? You know. So
I don't have any animosity over women's accountability, Michelle, because that's on y'all. That shit don't affect me.
says the most unaccountable woman in the den. Interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
She must not know the name, huh? She don't. she don't know. Tell her the name, huh?
Are we going from long range? Are we going? Huh? We go from long range. We go in the jungle. Duracell battery on top. What's the motherfucking deal? We go from the logo. We can go with what was it?
I'm from the logo and seeing the clip.
The Josh Irwin.
and
crank. Yeah. Oh man. But that's the thing. And you're right. Let's talk about it, because the going to see a therapist requires them, the first thing, the why most don't is because of what Josh just said. Because then you would have to take accountability and say that I have a problem. I am the problem, or that I am an active problem in in the issues that I'm having with myself. But most women won't do that. What will most women tell you? Take me as I am. You have to deal with me as I am. And
Bitch, I'm not Jesus.
yeah, and that's not a, like you would think if you know internally that you have flaw, if you have issues, if you have internal conflicts, that you would try to resolve those things before burdening someone else with those problems. But instead,
Really, Kodak,
Hmm.
really, Kodak Grace. I thought we was better than that, bro.
What a bitch was.
It'd be your own people.
What a messed up dude.
But anyway, though, what she should be doing, instead of teaching her little girl how to wax vagina, she should have taught her little girl how to read. I bet she didn't do that.
Reading.
I bet she didn't teach her little girl how to tie her shoes.
She getting money though. She taught her how to be a boss at 5. She's out blacked every other black mom in the game.
What?
She made a boss bitch at 5. Beat that. She made huh?
We you know what? We missed it. Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
And she made the first black baby entrepreneur.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happened.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. We really need to be treating her like Rosa Parks. You know, we really need to be giving her a day. What day she got arrested? February 15th? That's really Baby Entrepreneur Day. Black Baby Entrepreneur Day, February 15th from this point forward. that's the day. If your child don't have a career by next February 15th, like you failed as a black parent.
It's the miracle day.
Yeah, agree. This is where we are in this is where we are in society at this point. Like, we rush the kids to grow up too fast, and we don't give them a healthy timeline for growth, progress, and stability. You know what I mean? I say this shit because I've been on my rants lately. Just for whatever reason. It's just like I've given up on niggas. Like, I don't want to say we no more. I gotta work on that. Them, they, when you start using them pronouns. Them the niggas is just they've gone too far. Like, I don't want no parts of it. I don't want no involvement in it. I've been saying it at this point, 35 and down, you're fucking rolling the dice. Right? This is this bitch was 30. You would think that would be an adult age of sensibility. Like, if you'd have told me that she was 22 to 28, 29ish, maybe 28, I would have been like, you know what? I'm in no way, form, or fashion surprised. But 30, excuse me, 30, I'd have tried to give the fucking benefit of the doubt, right? But obviously, that's not something that you can do, because here we are.
You can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do it. All right, yes, and it's sad. And so, you know, women always say, "Oh, men are ignorant, and this and this and this and this and this," and, you know, we're the smarter and the this and the that. It's not true. It's not true.
No,
I love
nigga,
y'all. I love the ladies. I love y'all, but it's not true.
Niggas play dumb. Niggas play dumb to make you think that they on the same level as you. That's what niggas do.
But I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Why women they feel like they're craftier, they're smooth, and it's because people don't say shit when y'all do shit. Other women don't want to say. Now, y'all saw all the comments, right? All the child abuse, and no, it wasn't this. Because when you're doing wrong, other women will make excuses for you, and other men feel bad seeing a woman in a position of punishment, so they won't say anything, right? Or they look at you as a certain way, so they don't, you know, if you're hitting on a man or whatever else, they're not gonna, you know, it's not gonna be taken as serious. So women don't get it when niggas say that y'all live life on easy mode. It's way different for y'all. And again, I'm not saying that there aren't tough situations, but it's way different.
These trick ass niggas be trying to sympathize their way into some pussy. That's what they be trying to do.
Oh man, it never works, and they never get it. So I don't understand that. Like, bro, it's funny because it's a couple of fucking these influencers that I be seeing that be on that shit. They'll be on that shit, and it's super funny because even recently, like a couple of them came back, man, she'd have cheated on me, she'd have did this, she did, and it's like, well, that's what you got for fucking having that trick ass mentality. Like that, it is what it is. It doesn't matter who you are, bro. It does not matter who you are, and I hate to go in that segment. You gotta be stoked down on these broads these days. You absolutely have to. You know what I mean? Because that's what they want, honestly. They'll sit there and tell you, oh, I want a compassionate guy who's a gangster in the streets, but he's a gentleman with me. And he wanted to be thuggish, ruggish, but college educated. Wanted to be hard, but, writes poetry. They want him to be all these other fucking things. He wants to be, rich, but doesn't forget where he's come from. It has to be hustler money. He can't have a 9 to 5. But, all these dumbass things, right? But, again,
they want a nigga. They want a nigga who don't exist, huh? So.
Yeah. The fairy nigga. They want the non-existent. Like these bras want a nigga that's a 13 on a 10 scale, and then wonder why he don't exist in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't there more? They want the nigga out the movies that is not. He's a fucking fictional movie character for a fucking reason, and then wonder why he don't exist. But what I want to know is, Trill busy with a lot of this. What I want to know is, where are the fathers of any of these kids? Why were
Somewhere
there
on child support?
Yeah, why were none of the fathers in the baby photos? Why were none of the fathers in the baby photos with the damn?
Because what logical man would want to deal with a woman with that mindset?
Stuff.
I wouldn't be in that photo either. And that's what it boils down to, and that's why these bitches be so mad and so bitter, because though they will never say it because accountability is not in their nature, they know deep down that them niggas ain't around because of them.
But it's their fault somehow. It's always the man, always the male did something, always the dude did something off the wall. But again,
Michelle, if you don't know who your baby daddy is, use a hoe. And if that applies to you, oh well. Sorry to say it, but actually I'm not sorry to say it. Sorry, not sorry. If you around and don't know who the child of your daddy is, the daddy of your child is, you need to do better. That's a you problem.
Shit on my neck. Definitely. Shout out to Aggravated Negro. Appreciate the love. Let me pull up this. I gotta get the alerts. I keep saying this shit and I ain't done it. But yeah, man, like that. And yeah, if you don't know who the father of your child is, there's nobody to blame. There's absolutely nobody to blame, but the woman. They're in a situation where you don't know the father of the child. There's nobody's fault but the woman. Shout out to Aggravated Negro, says it's all good. They can go back to Jeebus and or owning 20 cats. Welcome to the fruits of Western feminism. They made their bed, not lay in it or die in it. My bad. You can die in it alone. Shout out to Aggravated Negro. Man, like I'm telling you, bro, it's a situation where, and nobody's attacking, nobody's saying that y'all are terrible people. It's just that the collective has this particular behavior, and people said, hey, this behavior is not sustainable. This behavior is not beneficial. This behavior is not effective. And then you turn around and get attacked for pointing out that people engage in these behaviors, right? Like, and you're the bad guy for saying, hey, we want better for you, or it's less likely that somebody's going to deal with you if you don't know, your situation, or if you like Michelle, don't know the father of your children. It's a situation where you have to be cautious about. I was trying to hold that shit in, but it's a situation where you have to be. You're the bad guy for saying things. I mean, like we said, we saw all the fucking comments. We saw all the comments, all the women, all the people who came to the defense of that. And I guarantee that there were so many more. It just wasn't enough time to put it all on video. I think Twitter lets you have like a 2-minute 20-second limit. I guess unless you get print, I think you put more long videos up there. But yeah. But just for that video there, and you saw that, I guarantee that I guarantee it, because it's always something. It's always a deflection on, well, what about the white people? Or that's not impacting white people at all, right? Because if something was to happen to that little girl, it's going to be from a black clientele. I doubt that that woman has a large supply of white clients. I'm not saying that she doesn't have any. I'm not saying that she doesn't have any. She probably does have a couple, right? It's always one of.
I bet you her white clients wasn't letting that little girl wax their pussy. I bet you that.
I'll come back at another time. This is just not appropriate. Yeah, she uppity bitch. She thinks she too good. That's what she think. Like she probably justified it too, just on some crazy shit. I saw a video of a bitch. I said I wasn't gonna bash. I'm trying not to bash, but the bash magnet is calling me, because I started reflecting on things that I saw. It's this broad standing in the middle of the aisle at Walmart, recording herself. I guess call herself trying some clothes on or something. And the woman with a basket is trying to pass through the aisle. So she stopped right there. So she stepped back like, here, go ahead and go on. And, as the woman walks by, she hit her with that old pump fake shit like, I hit you, But the woman couldn't, see her on the little camera shit. But I'm like, bitch, you the one standing in the middle of the aisle trying on clothes at Walmart that don't look good on you, But then you're mad because you're in someone's way. Right? But you feel upset because they interrupting your recording. Just because you turn a camera on at a location doesn't mean you automatically have all rights to, that said location. Dan, the motherfucking man with the plan. How you doing this evening, sir? Oh, I agree. It's a wrap. At this point, we just watching everything burn down. Because it goes back to, and I hate to go back to deflect always to the dating conversation. And we talk about certain women, certain groups, certain women that have extra baggage. What, I bet you guarantee there's a bunch of women out there who say, oh, she's a good woman. She's got her own business. Yeah, she may have 3 kids, but she raises them right. And, all this. And would expect a man to entertain the company of this woman, right? And I'm going to be honest, she looks bad for 30. Like, now that I just really thought about it, like, she's 30 years old. Like, and the pictures the 2 pictures, the arrest picture, nobody looks good. Very few people look good in their arrest photos and their mugshots. But even the picture that she chose to put up with the weave, the blonde weave and all that extra, she came across damn near about 42-ish looking. You know what I'm saying? She looks a little older than 30. I mean, let me put that picture back up. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping. I think she looked a little more dated than 30 in this one. Y'all can say I'm hating, right? Shit. I can't show y'all that one because it has part of the other picture on it. But I'll post the blurred out pictures on whatchamacallit in the den after the thing. Or you can go to TMZ to see them. But that way you have because I'm telling y'all this stuff and you're seeing it, but if you have a real context of what the picture, the imagery that she shared, and you see the context of it, and you're like, what the fuck made you think that this was okay to post? Like, what made you think that this is cool, right? Because it's not. It's some wild shit. The gym videos. It was one. Did y'all see one of the gym videos? The gym owner kicked that little girl. Well, not the little girl, but he kicked her camera over. She was like an OF model. You know yeah. Look at this broad, bro. Like she got gray hairs or something. It look like this broad to be 30 years old looks like she's going through it. Does this woman look? And again, with the photo being pixelated and everything, she does kind of got that Muppet look. Like, does this what do the women say? It's giving. This isn't giving 30. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But yeah, the little chick in there, she posed with the medicine ball and trying to take off. I'm like, and dude comes like, I know what the fuck you doing. You know, don't do that shit in my gym. And he basically kicked it over. But when you saw how she responded like a child. She operated like, are you pointing at me? Like, that's how weak we are now. It was a sound like motherfuckers can't take you pointed. You point at a motherfucker and they'll start crying. Like, bro, it's wild, right? This is not presenting 30 to me, right? This is a 30-year-old woman. I mean, these photos may have been taken prior to who knows how long ago. But
She done burnt herself out.
yeah, pretty much. Oh, what the fuck I didn't. Oh, I fucked the photo up. That's my bad.
I'm over 50.
I got the little scroll on. There we go. Right here. Even right here, with all the accessories and all the makeup and all that extra. Right? That comes across as older than 30 to me. Right? That yeah. Y'all are terrible, terrible people. But here's the thing. I'm not hating on the gray hairs, right? You know, some ladies can be with the salt and pepper too. You just got to know how to rock it. You know what I'm saying? And there's some women who are very attractive with the silver streaks in their hair. But women, you know, they be dying and frying it and trying it, but because y'all afraid to anything. So y'all don't see, women nowadays don't know how to embrace aging gracefully, right? They're doing all the extras. They getting the ants' butts and all that other weird shit instead of aging gracefully. Like older women right now, if they were smart, would realize they have such an opportunity over the younger women. But instead, what they're doing is trying to do what the younger women are doing and trying to compete with the young. If older women stayed natural and stayed in their own lane, right? Just take care of yourself, like look decent. You know what I mean? Don't put all the extra shit in your. Like, you keep it old school, like a matter. They would bag so many more motherfuckers than these young motherfuckers. But they don't really. Instead, they try to do what they're doing, and they become a worse version of that look of the cross-dresser look, basically. Because that's what a lot of these motherfuckers do. They look like cross-dressers.
They look like transmission.
They
look like trans.
Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, exactly. Did I see the one of Walker? The clip. This and the thought on the 21. Those 21 videos are weird to me, but they're funny, right? I saw the funniest one. Like when the women are in control, it's terrible because their answers are so goofy. I saw the one chick from New York trying to diss the dude from Alabama who was he was a plumber. You know what I'm saying? He had no kids and all that other shit. And she talking about, I need somebody to take care of me and my kid. I think she said she had 3 kids, and she was talking about, oh, I'm in the medical field, but she wasn't a doctor or a nurse or some shit. She probably sell medical supplies or something. Probably sell pills, but whatever. Like try to talk down on the nigga, just like really talk like. And then the one talking about, oh, you talk like my little brother, or you from shit like. And they just love to talk down, and these men are in clearly better positions than they are. But the funniest one I saw, it was a 20-verse one, and the chick came out, and the host was, when she came out, the host was like, y'all can feel free to, pop your balloons whenever you want to. And everybody popped their shit. And the one dude, he was trying to pop his shit, but it wasn't popping. And so the nigga next to him turned and popped it for him. That was the funny. He's like, did you just help the nigga out? Like, that shit was the funniest fucking one that I saw. Like, bro, because he was trying. He's like, his pen wasn't working or something. Like, again, she came on there looking crazy as cat shit. And again, this don't look like a 30 fucking year old woman. And again, the horse hoof. I be telling you about that horse stance. Yep. You know what I'm saying? All that crazy shit. Huh?
All the lace front, the horse foot, duck lips.
Yep. All red flags. Red flags. Again,
the unholy trinity.
Yeah, if she had chest tattoos, she probably steals from the clients while they in the table. Like at that point, she would have had that means she's also not only is she doing what she's doing, she probably letting the daughter do the work while she steals from the clients. Like this is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? It's you have no words. But the lock journey is the best journey. I'm trying to tell you. I bet that. I'm gonna check it out. All right, so I didn't realize we didn't have gone over the threshold with or without Trills complaining. But any other thoughts before we wrap it up here, Mr. Mel?
I just want to say, do better, ladies. Just do better. Shout out to all the women in the chat that know their baby daddy. So not Michelle. Shout Shout out to Dan.
Sensational.
Oh, fuck, man. But no, on a serious note, bro, hit me up. We got some shit we need to chop it up about.
It's BT. I'm gonna call you soon as the stream over.
I ain't got
huh?
I don't got no babies, Michelle. I'm a man of the Lord, and I'm saving myself for the right one.
Right. You see how the white woman immediately comes in and assumes because it's a black man on the phone that they have random children scattered amongst the landscape.
Look, let's talk about it. Know what's up? They all been swallowed.
TD, oh my god. Oh, what did I see? I saw something the other day. I was watching an old show. It might have been fucking Living Single or something, and they was talking about that getting swallowed up, and I died. Fuck, I mean, I can't remember. It was an old school show, and that shit had me fucking rolling.
My baby's out here just like TD Dick. You ever been swallowed?
Sometimes you go through a time of swallowing. But like, where did you like? I know you go over your sermons and your speeches a couple of times before
that was a word from God.
Like, what? Like,
God
God's like, I ain't inspired that one, nigga. Well, don't put that on me, my boy. That ain't had nothing to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I did not inspire that.
The outfit or the sermon, shit. I don't want nothing to do with none of it. Don't look at me. That shit's crazy. All right. Well, that's a BET, man. Well, Mr. Mel, I do appreciate you calling in and engaging in this conversation about Miss Jasmine Moss with me this evening.
Yes, sir. You know what it is, bro.
Thank you, sir. I'll let you hear in just a little bit.
That's a bit.
First and foremost, Trill, and your bad signal excuse. It's whatever. Do what you do. But we are going to get ready to wind it down. It is about that time. And so, I need to shave. I got a fucking doctor's appointment in the morning. So I said, depending on what time I get out of that, we'll probably date in tomorrow at some point in time. Maybe shoot for 1 p.m. Central again. That should definitely be done by that time. Let's see what's going on. Like I said, I just don't know. I've been too damn tired. I was all right, a little bit better today, but I'll be too damn tired. So that being said, get ready to get ready to. I'm supposed to take y'all ass to bed. Depending on how things go, or how things go, I ultimately, I don't know. I feel like I like the day deal, and ultimately, I think we can all explain tonight. Fuck with y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. Then, folk, it is my honor, my privilege, and most of all, it is my pleasure to chop it up with you each and every evening that we do go live. So I'm going to. I'm not going to tell you. I got something I'm going to say, but I'm not going to tell. Can't tell the ladies because they're terrible people. Some of y'all, I may inform some of y'all about a new venture that I may be partaking in. It's nothing to do with the fans. So, we'll talk about that. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I truly do. And whatever you may be going through, whatever you may be dealing with, boy is here for you. That everybody is okay. I hope that everybody is, in a good spot. Everybody is living as they should be. So, with that being said, oops, adios. Except for Jasmine. Oh, after party, Discord. Out of pocket. I know y'all be like, what's you go get a Discord or after party? You would talk about it. Put the link in there. If you're not in there, what's the word? Meet me there, don't beat me there. However that whole thing goes. Blickety, 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 and all that. So, with that being said, I still ain't give y'all a link to it. I did everything else but that. Did it. Got the link, got the link. Wow. All right. So with that being said, yeah, good evening. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all some point Monday. If we don't day then, it'll definitely be evening then. Some point tomorrow. We will. Good night. Take care of yourselves. Be cool. All that stuff. Y'all got to go home. Tell me how to go to the Discord. Sure, I got to get the fuck up out of here. I'm out.